Hey guys, I'm going to get a little help on our video today from Pat and Bruce Bartlam, and they're going to share a story of faith. They're going to give you a word of hope, and they're going to share it in the spirit of love. We hope you enjoy it.
When Todd asked us to share a difficult time in our lives, we thought about it, and we've been through a lot of difficult times, like most people our age. But probably the hardest thing was when our youngest daughter, Leanne, was 39, and she became critically ill, and we almost lost her. Leanne and her family had been on vacation to a small island off the coast of Maine, and about 3 weeks after they returned, she became very ill, kept getting sicker by the day. Ken, her husband, took her to the emergency room twice, and they diagnosed her first with the virus and then an ovarian cyst. And then on the third trip to the ER, Ken called us and said to get to St. Francis right away, that Leanne's liver enzymes were through the roof, that they were transferring her right away to MCV, to intensive care. When we got to intensive care, we were met by a team of doctors who said they didn't know what the problem was, but that she was critically ill, her liver was severely damaged, and that there was nothing they could do to cure her, that she would either make it or she wouldn't. The next day, we got a call, and her best friend's mom, who had been at that same cottage, had died of a very deadly form of hepatitis A. At that point, the doctors realized what we were dealing with, and even though they couldn't treat her, they were able to treat some of the symptoms. The doctors at MCV were great. They conferred with doctors all over the country. She was one of 12 with this rare form of hepatitis A. It ended up that there was a break in the septic system which had contaminated the water, and ultimately 12 people that had been on that island became ill. What carried us through this time, because Leanne was sick for months. She was home after a few weeks, but she was still very ill. We had a great prayer support. We knew that people all over the country were praying for Leanne, and her positive attitude was probably one of the greatest blessings. We would come in every day, and she could hardly hold her head up. She was as yellow as she could be. Her eyes had turned green. And we would say, "How do you feel today, honey?" And she would say, "I'm good, I'm good." That positive attitude helped us a lot. I'm happy to say that Leanne is good today. She had a couple of years where she had to have blood work done and a real close check on her, but she's doing really well, and we feel so blessed. Several of the verses that helped me through that time, one is my all-time favorite. It's Philippians 4:13, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." And the second is Psalms 91:4, "He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge." Both of these verses remind me of God's love, his mercy, his strength to us in hard times. He is our refuge, a very present help in trouble.
When Leanne was sick, it was really trying on us all, because they had said, we've done everything we can think of, and we're at the mercy of whatever happens. As we don't know where this is going, and it was very frustrating, because we felt like she could go in a minute, and we felt the prayers of people, and Pat said all around the world. They were literally all around the world. But it gave me peace, and it gave Pat peace, and eventually it turned out well. But it also affected me as having a better peace about this virus situation we're now in, and the fact that we need to pray to God, because he is the ultimate healer, and he will take care of us. He will place us in his hands, and he will take care of us. And the prayers that people pray have been very beneficial, and we are thankful for the way it's turned out, and we were blessed that she's healthy and doing everything that she did as before, maybe a little bit more energetically, because she knows what she had and she could have, what it could have been.
We miss you guys at Bethel. We miss our friends at church. We miss you so much, and we think of you often. We'd like to close with one thought, that no matter what we face in life, no matter what happens, don't let go of God's hand, because He doesn't let go of ours.